Good morning, everyone. A good tavach, Shavua Tov. We are continuing here in the Mesillas Yesharim, still talking about the idea of anava, of humility. I guess that we can never have enough lessons on how to become a humbler person. Hillel also in the Gemara speaks about his extreme humility. Like it says in the Gemara, the Gemara says that a person should always try to be humble like Hillel. And the Gemara speaks over there, Hillel was obviously the greatest sage of the generation. He was a busy man. He had a lot to do on one Erev Shabbos, Friday afternoon. He's busy getting himself prepared for the Holy Shabbos. And there were two people that made a bet. And the bet was that they could get Hillel to get angry. And sure enough, he came several times, knocked on his door, took him out of the shower, took him out of his preparations, and bothered him with foolish questions on Friday afternoon, which every rabbi knows is the busiest time for the Rabbonim. And every single time, Hillel took the question as if it was a serious question and required a serious answer. And he didn't get agitated, he never got upset. And after the third or fourth time that the man came, he got so flustered because he ended up losing 400 zuz on a bet that he made. And Hillel said, it's better that you should lose 400 zuz than that Hillel should lose his patience. Why? Because the anivus, the humility of Hillel, allowed him to remain patient even though people were doing things that were inappropriate and certainly not in congruence with the cover that he deserved. Rabbi Avahu, even though he was exceedingly humble, nevertheless, he still found out that he felt he wasn't fit to be called a humble person. Like it says in the Gemara, in the beginning, I thought I was a very humble person. Now, he's not gloating about himself. He means over here, though, that he felt that he worked very hard, and he felt that he reached the level of anivos, of humility. However, came in the chazine Rabbi Abba the Akka, but once I saw Rabbi Abba of Akka, who was giving a shir, he was giving a lecture, the Amar Ihu Chataima. And the way that it worked in the olden days, there were large rooms, they didn't have microphones, so the Rav would end up give the lecture in a moderate voice, or a low voice, and then he would have a person standing beside him who would act as like his microphone, his bullhorn over there, and he would say over in a much louder voice for everyone to hear what the Rav had said. So Rav Abba of Akka was once giving a lecture, and the person who was explaining what he had to say, the speaker over there that was acting as his microphone, he ended up not saying over what Rav Abba of Akka said. He said it over in the wrong way. So what happened? So Rav Abba said to him, please repeat yourself and repeat it in the right way so everybody will understand. And the speaker, what did he end up doing? He raised his voice and he gave a totally different explanation altogether. He didn't even say it over the way that Rav Abba of Akka did. Nevertheless, Rav Abba did not get upset. And that's why, so Rabbi Abahu said, I'm not really such a humble person. Because if I would have been in that situation, and the speaker that was standing next to me would have first of all said it over very softly and not so clear, so that people couldn't understand, I would have probably got upset about that. And secondly, he writes, if the speaker then would have taken my words and he would have misconstrued them, or he would have said them in a different way than I had said them, I certainly would have got upset because I'm not on that level of anivus the way that he is. Now, just to point out, it can't be that the speaker ended up saying something that was not in line with what the Rebbe said. Otherwise, he'd have to argue on him and say, wait, you're saying sheker over here. Rather, he must have said something that still made sense, but it wasn't the way in which the Rebbe wanted it to be said, and therefore, he just kept his mouth quiet, he didn't say a word, and he felt that was a tremendous, tremendous level of anivus where he allowed that his own words that he was trying to give over to the tzibur, to the crowd over there, were not heard. Rather, it was the words of the speaker, and he didn't flinch. He didn't make a statement, a comment. He didn't get upset with the speaker. He just let it slide like that. That's anivus. Anivus is, I don't need my own covet, I don't need my own glory. Let things run their course, and I'll deal with every person in the humblest and the most revering of ways. Have a wonderful day, a shavua tov, a good vach, a wonderful week, and we look forward to continuing our learning. I might not be able to learn for the next couple of days, Monday and Tuesday. There might not be a shir. I'll be in a place where I'm not sure there's going to be such a good connection for me to send anything out, but you'll keep posting and we'll see. All the best. Bye-bye.